Joe Rogan just revealed how Diddy's powerful ties, ranging from cartel leaders to billionaire backers, may have played a key role in building his empire of darkness. Get ready, because this story is about to uncover Hollywood's most twisted secrets. The feds have now uncovered shocking details inside Diddy's $48 million Miami mansion, and what they discovered is so horrifying, it makes Jeffrey Epstein's island seem tame. The photos now circulating through courtrooms and headlines expose a world of excess and corruption hidden behind Star Island's Golden Gates, where prosecutors claim Diddy threw drug-fueled freak-off parties and exploited women like property. As the trial moves forward, hip-hop's once untouchable mogul faces wave after wave of damning evidence, from leaked images to explosive testimonies to Rogan's viral revelations. The real question now isn't just whether Diddy is guilty, but how deep this maze of power, manipulation, and unchecked depravity truly runs. So, what did the feds actually uncover?
The Devil's Playground, a forensic breakdown of Diddy's $48 million mansion.
When federal agents stormed through the wrought iron gates of Diddy's Star Island mansion, they weren't simply carrying out a search warrant. They were entering a carefully designed realm of luxury and alleged corruption. The master suite, an opulent expanse of white marble and gold decor, hid its darkest revelations within a customized walk-in closet. Behind a false panel disguised as a shoe rack, investigators uncovered a temperature-controlled humidor. But instead of cigars, it contained 3 vacuum-sealed bricks of cocaine, a digital scale dusted with residue, and a black ledger filled with coded entries that aligned with surveillance timestamps. Nearby, a Gucci toiletry bag concealed not cologne, but 12 neatly measured baggies of ketamine, seemingly prepared for unsuspecting guests. The same closet held 2 unopened cases of baby oil, 36 bottles in total, their serial numbers deliberately scratched off, hinting at bulk purchases made to avoid tracking. Forensic experts observed the oil's position beside stacks of unused microfiber towels and industrial-grade cleaning wipes, indicating a routine for swift cleanup. Downstairs, the so-called guest house proved anything but inviting. Behind a motorized bookcase, agents discovered a soundproofed playroom filled with BDSM gear, a ceiling-mounted stripper pole, and a locked mini-fridge containing pre-filled syringes later confirmed to hold GHB, a well-known date rape drug. The .45 caliber handgun nearby wasn't just loaded. It rested inside a biometric quick-access safe, its serial number erased. The most chilling find was the basement's trophy closet, where 18 pairs of designer heels were organized in clear bins, each marked with initials and dates tied to documented freak-off events. A forensic light scan exposed bodily fluid traces on a nearby chaise lounge, while a bathroom mirror smeared with lipstick messages reading, "What do you want?" was later linked to several unresolved missing persons cases. Beneath the pool table, agents found AR-15 parts stored in a Pelican case beside $200,000 in vacuum-sealed cash, a survival stash for a man who seemed convinced he'd never be caught.
The blueprint of a predator.
Every corner of the mansion operated like a precision-built engine of exploitation. In the kitchen, residue tests on the industrial blender confirmed traces of MDMA and Viagra, a signature blend used for Diddy's alleged party enhancers. Upstairs, the so-called VIP lounge was rigged with motion-triggered cameras concealed inside smoke detectors, their footage routed to a private server later traced to an offshore account. Even the art on the walls whispered secrets. Safes hidden behind abstract paintings held diamond-studded USB drives, now key evidence, and notarized NDAs containing explicit clauses about sexual entertainment. The home's smart system logs revealed repeated late-night lockdowns of every exit during gatherings, a detail prosecutors cite as proof of deliberate entrapment. Meanwhile, the garage concealed a secret compartment, accessible through a hacked Tesla touchscreen, where agents found burner phones and a forged passport under a false name. Why does this matter? Because this wasn't a mansion for pleasure. It was a meticulously engineered trap. The baby oil wasn't for massages. It served as a forensic countermeasure to destroy DNA. The guns and sedatives pointed to coercion, not protection. And the carefully recorded shoes and dates exposed an organized system of exploitation. When Joe Rogan remarked, "This is Epstein with better music," He wasn't exaggerating. The evidence depicts Diddy not as a careless celebrity, but as a calculating predator who constructed a fortress of impunity. Now, that fortress is finally revealing its secrets.
Inside the freak-off mansion, a house of horrors.
The photographs shown in court were nothing short of horrifying. Among the exhibits introduced as evidence were a loaded .45 caliber handgun found in a guest house referred to by agents as a guardhouse, along with multiple designer bags, Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, each containing dangerous and illegal drugs allegedly used to sedate teenagers and minors. Investigators also discovered prescription medications like clonazepam and various erectile dysfunction treatments. Adding a deeply unsettling layer were the handwritten mirror messages, "Love you, love Diddy," and "You a legend," and "Quite Satan Puffy." Jurors were reportedly most disturbed by the sheer quantity of baby oil, 25 bottles discovered in a single closet. Prosecutors claimed this detail supported allegations of the infamous freak-off parties, where women, teenagers, and minors, both male and female, were allegedly coerced into sexual acts. The indictment further stated that Diddy held these events across several locations, including his Holmby Hills estate and high-end hotels. In a recent episode, Joe Rogan compared the unfolding case to the downfall of powerful figures like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. "It's always the same story: wealth, influence, and then the dam breaks," Rogan said. "The real question is, who else knew?" And if the evidence uncovered in Diddy's properties is as incriminating as prosecutors suggest, the next logical question becomes, how did he build this empire? And who enabled him? The precision and scale of the seized materials, designer drugs, untraceable firearms, and industrial stockpiles of baby oil point to a highly organized operation, not something pieced together from a Miami street corner.
Diddy's cartel connection and the celebrity pipeline.
Diddy's alleged drug reserves, particularly the bricks of cocaine and quantities of ketamine, suggest connections to a supplier with global influence. Considering his earlier associations with infamous drug figures, including Suge Knight's Death Row Circle before their split, and rumored links to Mexican cartel-affiliated distributors, whispers that have lingered around hip-hop's elite for decades, it's plausible he sourced his supply through offshore intermediaries. Some investigators speculate that Cuban or Dominican organized crime groups may have managed shipments through Miami's vulnerable ports, given Star Island's strategic location along South American smuggling corridors. Jay-Z and Roc Nation's alleged associations have also come under the microscope. Although Jay-Z has never been formally tied to drug trafficking, his past as a 90s-era crack dealer and rumored ongoing relationships with offshore financiers have drawn attention. The discovery of untraceable cash in Diddy's mansion mirrors the type of underground liquidity Jay once operated within. Could Diddy have reactivated those old connections? Meanwhile, Meek Mill, a longtime protege of Diddy, maintains documented links to Philadelphia's street networks, a city historically known for its illicit pharmaceutical and firearms trade. Additionally, the high-flying private jet circle that Diddy moved in, including billionaire supermarket mogul Ron Burkle, a frequent travel companion, may have quietly enabled the global transport of contraband. Burkle's access to private islands and yachts would have made the movement of such goods virtually undetectable.
Diddy's high-end fixers and the money launderers.
Diddy's ex-military security team, some rumored to be former CIA contractors, may have played a role in acquiring weapons through unregistered, off-the-record arms dealers. The biometric gun safe and disassembled AR-15 components discovered on-site point to a level of tactical precision characteristic of professional training. The meticulous documentation of women's shoes and corresponding dates suggests an organized system rather than spontaneous encounters. This kind of record-keeping echoes Jeffrey Epstein's infamous Black Book, raising the question, did Diddy have his own fixer coordinating talent for his exclusive gatherings? Names such as Epstein associate Jean-Luc Brunel, now deceased, or Hollywood Madame Michelle Braun inevitably come to mind. The $200,000 found in vacuum-sealed cash signals unreported, untaxed income, possibly tied to illicit dealings. Prosecutors suspect that Diddy's business ventures, including Ciroc Vodka and Revolt TV, could have been used as laundering fronts, much like Pablo Escobar funneled illicit funds through legitimate enterprises. Moreover, Diddy's frequent travel to the Middle East, often under the guise of performing for royalty, could have provided cover for the transfer of cash or covert exchanges of favors. The counterfeit passport uncovered in his home reinforces this theory, hinting at the existence of alternate identities designed for discreet, possibly illegal international movement.
A web of power, secrets, and impunity.
Diddy didn't act alone. His operation thrived on assistance, whether through negligence, willful blindness from fellow celebrities, or outright collaboration with cartels, fixers, and enablers. If federal investigators truly aim to dismantle the entire network, they must trace the flow of money, the movement of drugs, and the names on those exclusive guest lists, because in the realm of the ultra-wealthy, nothing occurs without documentation or a silenced witness. So who spoke up? And who's next? The walls of Star Island may be collapsing, but the real question is which powerful figures will come crashing down alongside them.